Hello everyone! Welcome to another Bloomish Insider video. Bloomish Insider series are dedicated to bringing to you informative and educational real-life topics to help you grow with awareness of both body and environment. Like what you hear so far? Make sure you never miss an episode by clicking the subscribe button now. These series are made possible by listeners like you. Thank you so much for your support. Without further ado, back to the topic of today.
Bidi gets a bump on his neck. Bidi is 13 years old, who looks even older than his age. He plays football and loves making jokes. His father, who happens to be a banker, never had much time for him. And when he did, his girlfriend was always in the way. Bidi started noticing some changes in his body. He also started having funny dreams. One day in his church, he heard the pastor talking about funny dreams, and they were similar to the ones he had. To which the pastor said it was evil spirit orchestrated. Poor Bidi became confused as to what was wrong with him. He also noticed he was getting a bump on his neck. Whenever he's drinking water, the bump showed itself by shifting up and down his throat. That made him more worried. He thought it was a tumor growing. Tumors are dangerous, so he grew even more afraid. Could it be that I am possessed? Could it be that I have tumors? He thought. He started wearing scarves and chaplets on his neck to cover his bump. He got even more prayerful. Every little thing that happens to him, he thought probably the evil spirit was coming to him. He withdrew from his friends and other social circle. After football, Bidi stopped changing with the boys. He never wanted anyone to see him change. His coach got worried about him and decided to ask him to speak out, and he never did. He only answered, "It's nothing, I'm fine." "And what about the scarf on your neck? Is that the new fashion?" Coach Obi added. "Oh, the scarf? I have burns and rashes," replied Bidi. This continued for 2 weeks. They were not allowed to wear chaplets and religious necklaces to school. But for Bidi's burns and rashes story, for how long? Coach Obi decided to send a letter to his father informing him about the burn, Bidi's attitude, and what he is doing about it. Bidi's father was confused. At this time, Bidi realized he couldn't hide anymore, so he decided to speak to his coach, who he thinks could keep secrets. Did Coach Obi keep the secrets? Absolutely no. Coach Obi, after speaking to him in private, decided to talk to the boys about puberty. Puberty? That's Bidi's problem. What does it mean to be in puberty stage? Coach Obi explained everything without a hair in his tongue. Puberty for boys means that time your body begins to develop and change as you move from being a boy to becoming a bigger boy. Coach Obi strutted. During this time, your body grows rapidly with so much changes. It is important to understand what puberty means and changes that come with it. In that way, you'll be armed with knowledge of what to expect. It is an experience everyone must go through at some stage in the person's life, whether you're a boy or a girl. The boys listened with so much awe on their faces. Coach Obi went on. Between the ages of 9 and 15, these changes start. This is why some of you here look and speak a bit different than when you were 8 or 9. During puberty, the pituitary gland, a pea-sized gland at the base of your brain, behind the bridge of your nose and directly below your hypothalamus, releases special hormones. These hormones are your body's chemical messengers that help the body to do certain things, like growth. They travel in your body through your bloodstream to the cells, tissues, and organs and cause some changes. For example, they travel with the blood and reaches in between your legs to whisper to the testes, the two ball-like glands in your scrotum under your penis, that it is time to start producing testosterone hormone and sperm. This sperm is needed in procreation, making babies. The boys laughed uncontrollably, while some of them looked down their legs in curiosity. These hormones will also cause hairs to start growing under the arm, the chest, your face, and in intimate areas around your penis, your skin, especially your face. Because all these hormones at work will cause the oil glands in the skin to overreact and build up oil, create dead skin cells, and increase bacteria. This process will cause pimples to appear on your skin. These pimples can appear on your face, chest, even the upper part of your back. To keep your face looking good and handsome, it is advised not to pop or touch your pimples. This acne will get away as you grow older. Another thing is body odor. The hormones stimulate the glands in your skin, including the sweat gland under your arms. Because you're growing hairs in them, the sweat and bacteria on your underarm mixes together and it can smell pretty awful. Tokiwa shouted, "I never smell!" Coach Obi replied, "Everyone going through this process will stink if they don't maintain a good body hygiene. Maintaining a good body hygiene can help control pimples and body odor. Having a good bath every day and having a change of fresh clothing. Another way to cut down on body odor is to use deodorant. Another change is rapid growth in all areas of your body. Some of you will start noticing your sleeves getting longer and your pants getting shorter than your legs. This growth will continue for about 3 to 4 years until the growth gets to its peak, which is almost your adult height. Tokiwa, who was always bullied due to his short height, asked, "So, how long do I have to grow more?" All the boys busted out laughing. 4 or more inches, Coach Obi replied. Another thing is wet dreams. This is when the penis becomes erect while you sleep and ejaculates semen in the process. Semen is the fluid that contains sperm. You will also start to experience erections. An erection happens when the brain tells small blood vessels in your penis to open up and fill spongy tissues with blood and become hard to touch. This can happen without any reason or sometimes when you imagine sexual things. Jody interrupted, "Why are they called wet dreams and not night dreams?" Everyone laughed. Because they happen while you're sleeping and your underwear or the bed gets wet when you wake up. All this stops as you grow older. Other changes include your shoulders get broader with chest bumps, your body becoming muscular and the girls admiring or making fun of your looks. He smiled. Tokiwa asked again, "What are chest bumps?" "Chest bumps are little breasts," he answered. The boys changed their faces. It might seem that in these processes of growth and development that you look somewhat not so good and you get worried about these changes. The good news is that your body will get normal and in more handsome shape with time. They all laughed again. In addition is voice change. Your voice will sound stronger and deeper. You will also develop a small bump on your throat, popularly called the Adam's apple. Why is it called Adam's apple? Tokiwa asked. Because in the beginning, when Eve fed Adam with the forbidden fruit, Adam ate the apple. Part of it got stuck in his throat because God caught him before he could swallow it all. The swallowing action caused the thyroid and the larynx to remain in the forward bulge position, thus the name Adam's apple. So it is thought that when boys start growing the bump on the neck, it is a sign that they are now growing into maturity. More so, they all shouted, "More so?" Yeah. More so, your penis gets longer and bigger, the testis gets bigger as well. You might also start having funny sexual thoughts like thinking of getting a first kiss. All of these changes mean your body is getting ripe for maturity. Just as these changes are taking place inwardly and outwardly, they also affect your psyche, emotional state. Because of so much happening at the same time, you might feel confused, sensitive, and withdrawn. Some of you might try to hide yourselves to avoid being bullied by others. It's normal to feel that way, but it is important to understand that it is your hormones that is also growing alongside with you. If you're feeling strange and confused about what's going on, it is advised to talk to an adult you are very comfortable with. Your father, a doctor, a school nurse, a counselor, your mom, or even Coach Obi. He winked. Finally, people are different from each other and differences in growth occur differently. Everyone changes at his own pace. Some people might be late and some others might be faster. It makes no difference that your best friend's voice has changed and you think you still sound like a child. That should not be anything to worry about. Everyone goes through these changes at their own time and in their own way. If you haven't started experiencing changes, hang in there. It definitely will come. Till then, have a wild thought ride on puberty. Was this story entertaining? Did it bring back memories? Write down comments below and please be mindful of your language.
That's all for this episode, and thanks for coming by. We hope you enjoyed and learned something from it. For more of these topics, subscribe and please give us a thumbs up on this video. Don't forget to share with others. As always, you can head over to join us on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube at Bloomish Insider with the links provided below to keep up with our educational series. Thanks once again for stopping by. Stay healthy, stay safe, stay beautiful, and see you on our next video.